What's up, guys? Your boy, TrenchK13. I'm going to talk about Mayweather versus Pacquiao break pay-per-view and live gate record. The pay-per-view numbers are in for the fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, and as expected, the two set multiple records in their highly anticipated bout. Just over 4.4 million pay-per-views have been purchased at this point, with more still coming in every day, breaking the previous record set by Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya of 2.48 million. Officials from Showtime and HBO have noted the total revenue from the pay-per-view is over $400 million, more than double the previous record. Finally, the NSAC has estimated the live gate at over $72 million, more than 3 times the previous record. How will a tag team elimination chamber match actually work? L4WOnline.com is reporting that the announcement of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view being added to this month's schedule at the last minute was not a long-term plan. That being kept under wrap by WWE. The event was taken off the calendar and replaced with WWE Fastlane in February. Among the reasons was physical limitation with the chamber structure itself and newly renovated arena not being able to hang the cage. There were other issues, such as the cost of bringing it on the road, and the merged World Championship making the Royal Rumble the only necessary contenders match heading into WrestleMania. As we noted, it will be the Intercontinental title and the WWE Tag Team title defended in this year's Elimination Chamber matches for the first time. While it's unclear exactly how the tag team match will go down, as there only ever been single titles in the chamber, it's likely there will only be 3 teams, not 6, with the traditional 2 men starting out and the other 4 entering the match every few minutes. It will be interesting to see how eliminations occur, if both team members need to be eliminated or if one pin or submission will knock the whole team out. This is generally how the gimmick worked in a WWE video game where the option was available. Big update on WWE Elimination Chamber and conflicting live event. When WWE announced the return of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view as a surprise event for May 31st, a lot of speculation was raised about the live event in Greenville, South Carolina scheduled for the same night. Several top names, including U.S. Champion and Rusev, were scheduled for the show. WWE had officially rescheduled the live event, which will now take place as Monday Night Raw television taping on November 16th, which will be the go-home show to Survivor Series in Atlanta, Georgia. It will be all hands on deck for the WWE Elimination Chamber in less than 3 weeks. For those that order tickets to the May 31st live show, WWE will be issuing refunds to the credit card used to purchase the event online, and locals who bought tickets at the box office can take them back for either a refund or to be exchanged for the November 16th Raw taping. Report: Dixie Carter hold talent meeting at Impact Taping. Instruct talent to pay no mind to viewership information. According to PWInsider.com, TNA President Dixie Carter held a meeting at this past weekend Impact Wrestling taping and instructing talent not to release what they might read on internet websites where it concerns ratings and viewership information. Dixie claimed rating data exists with internet sites such as this one are not private to but are available to people like her. She claimed when websites publish TNA rating data, the sites are not included the information with the West Coast number, but rather we post the data that comes from Nielsen. Dixie also pointed out that websites don't report on the plus 0.3 or plus 0.7 DVR numbers. As some fans watch Impact broadcast on day other than Friday, Dixie added the numbers are better than they appear to be, and instructed talent to pay no mind to what the internet reports. NXT talent works SmackDown dark match. NXT superstar Tyler Breeze wrestled a dark match at tonight's WWE SmackDown main event television taping. Losing to Fandango, Breeze will be in action in a #1 contenders match at NXT TakeOver next week. Originally scheduled to face Finn Balor and Hideo Itami in Super Threat action, we are still awaiting news on Itami's status following a recent injury. WWE star possibly returning next week. Jericho to face top NXT superstar in Japan. Update on Hideo Itami's status. Several readers have sent in word that Big Show is being advertised for next week's WWE SmackDown taping in Norfolk, Virginia. Show is advertised to team with Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt to face Dolph Ziggler, Roman Reigns, and Ryback. As noted, NXT star Hideo Itami is currently out of action with an injury, which could keep him sidelined for 6 to 8 months. WWE has officially pulled Itami from the upcoming tour in Japan, and NXT champion Kevin Owens has been added in Itami's place. In related news, the upcoming WWE Japan tour will see Chris Jericho vs. Finn Balor for the first time ever. Below are the updated match card for the July Japan event. July 3rd, Rusev vs. John Cena, King Bear vs. Dolph Ziggler, Kevin Owens, Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Neville, Luke Harper, Lucha Dragon, Los Matadores, and Naomi. July 4th, Finn Balor vs. Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler, and John Cena vs. Rusev and King Barrett, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd vs. The New Day. New match announced for WWE Payback. Updated pay-per-view card with 7 confirmed matches. WWE has officially added Ryback vs. Bray Wyatt to WWE Payback on Sunday night. The following is the updated match card. Fatal 4-way for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Dean Ambrose vs. Roman Reigns vs. Randy Orton vs. Seth Rollins. If Rollins fails to retain the WWE World title, Kane is fired from his job as Director of Operations. I Quit match for the WWE United States title. Rusev vs. John Cena. 2 of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team title. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd vs. The New Day. Sheamus vs. Dolph Ziggler. King Bear vs. Neville. Ryback vs. Bray Wyatt. Kickoff pre-show match. Damian Sandow and Curtis Axel vs. The Ascension. Brock Lesnar in Assassin's Creed video game. Kotaku recently noted Brock Lesnar likely was discovered in a reveal of the new Assassin's Creed Syndicate game. As seen in the screenshot below, Lesnar and another fighter who resembles Frank Mir are depicted in a Victorian-era boxing match. It's been speculated that the likeness was used as a placeholder or Easter egg in the game, and wouldn't make it into the final game, but that remains unconfirmed. It's very obviously Lesnar's back tattoo, so they will run into some legal issues for the likeness used without permission. Ronda Rousey is very confident that she will find a way to return to WWE. UFC Bantamweight champion Ronda Rousey appeared on the MMA Hour recently to promote her new book, My Fight, Your Fight. She commented on a possible return to WWE, and I quote, "I'm going to find a way somehow, some way, someday. I just have no clue when. I'm willing to find a way to get back in there. I don't know how it will be possible in the foreseeable future. It's definitely not possible for a very, very long time. I have an extremely full schedule." Rousey defends her bantamweight title at UFC 190 against Bae Correa. The latest update on Seth Rollins' curb stomp finisher. As noted last week here on the website, Seth Rollins' curb stomp is considered on hold by WWE at the moment. They have been careful not to say that the move is banned. Rollins has been using a DDT variant, and the curb stomp has been edited out of videos on WTV lately. The move may actually come back once WWE concussion lawsuit has been settled. report. WWE make deals with traditional pay-per-view providers to carry the Elimination Chamber event. Bryan Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer mentioned during the Bryan and Vinny show that WWE actually had made the decision to bring back the Elimination Chamber event on Monday due to the event being just 2 weeks out and having a live event scheduled on that Sunday that the event would be taking place. Also, Alvarez mentioned that he heard that WWE had made a deal with the pay-per-view provider that still carries their pay-per-view event. If this is the case, then that would mean that the show would not be a WWE Network exclusive, but rather on pay-per-view and the WWE Network. Alvarez said that there's a lot of confusion within WWE creative about what matches will and will not be held inside the chamber. WWE facing stiff competition from CBS next February. All of the major TV networks have been releasing their schedule for the fall of 2015 as well as early 2016, and CBS announced that the 58th Annual Grammy Award is being moved from Sunday night to Monday night. Obviously, WWE holds Raw on Monday night, and now they will have to go head-to-head with the Grammy Award in 2016. The Grammy Award and Raw will fight for ratings on Monday, February 15, 2016, which just so happened to be the go-home show for the Fastlane pay-per-view event. This year's Grammy Award drew 27 million viewers on a Sunday night. More on Ronda Rousey's Sports Illustrated cover, major speculation, and possible update on WWE Tag Team title match at Elimination Chamber. We recently noted that Ronda Rousey had made the cover of an upcoming issue of Sports Illustrated, with the magazine calling her the world's most dominant athlete. Not only is the UFC champion present a huge step for female fighters, with Ronda only the second female combat sports athlete in history to grace the cover of Sports Illustrated, but she is also only the second UFC fighter ever to do so, and the first from the world of Jiu-Jitsu. The magazine really touches on the combat sports industry, making Rousey the first mainstream athlete from mixed martial art to be featured in such a huge way. She joined the likes of Floyd Mayweather, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Giancarlo Stanton, the late Ernie Banks, and more to cover Sports Illustrated in 2015. While WWE still hasn't announced details on the Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber match for May 31st, we heard conflicting reports on exactly how many participants would be involved in the big match. We were originally told having 2 guys in each pod was too chaotic. With 12 people total inside one structure, it seemed the obvious solution was to have a super threat tag match, which was traditional 6 guys involved. According to the Wrestling Observer, one plan they were looking on was indeed a 6-way tag team match contested under tornado rule, with both team members being eliminated by a single pin or submission. 2 members of the New Day will obviously be involved, either as champion or contender, depending on how the match at Payback plays out. It's possible the reason Luke Harper and Eric Rowan have reunited is to create an additional team for this match. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, Los Matadores, the Primetime Players, and the Ascension would make 6. The Lucha Dragon and the makeshift Mega Power make for 8 teams on the roster right now. Backstage reaction to Daniel Bryan WWE status. Official considered a non-wrestling role for the former IC champ. According to PWInsider.com, WWE had hoping Daniel Bryan would be clear to return to the ring in time to defend the IC title against King Barry at Payback. But when MRI results came back on May 8th, it was determined Bryan would be unable to compete. Consequently, as seen on Raw this week, Bryan relinquished the IC title. Because there is no real timetable for Bryan's ring return, and because the possibility exists he might never return to the ring, the situation has caused a lot of frustration backstage in WWE. Obviously, WWE wants what is best for Bryan in terms of his health. But the company needs and wants him on TV as they have a DVD for him coming out soon, as well as other Bryan products and projects which need to be promoted. As a result, and because WWE officials feel he is so injury prone, it has been discussed that Bryan might be better used in a non-wrestling role. Bryan has been trying very hard to get cleared to return to the ring, and since dropping the IC title on Raw this week, there has been no word on whether or not Bryan will undergo the surgery he has been reluctant to get. Needless to say, people backstage in WWE are feeling pretty bad for Bryan right now. And finally, update on WWE decision to bring back the Elimination Chamber. Event cost. How it affects WWE Network sale. The upcoming WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view has become the biggest topic of discussion since its surprise announcement on Monday WWE Raw. The latest Wrestling Observer newsletter confirmed that the decision to bring back the chamber was made at the last minute, and as we noted before on WrestleZone, it wasn't something the company had been planning on for months. While the May 31st Corpus Christi show was originally set to be a house show, it's likely they will bring out the full stage setup as Raw is in San Antonio the following night. The cost of doing a show on a network will be significantly lower than running a standard pay-per-view. Because there's no buy rate to consider, the talent probably get paid slightly less. They don't burn money on the actual pay-per-view feed itself, and the company gets to sell subscription based on one of the highest selling events of the year. The decision to run a surprise show on the last day of the month is actually pretty ingenious, as the WWE Network is free during the month of May to new subscribers, who will be charged for the month of June just a few hours after the show goes off the air. With the King of the Ring tournament at the end of April, NXT TakeOver coming up next week, WWE Payback and Elimination Chamber all happening within a very small window, and the highly anticipated Money in the Bank pay-per-view coming up in June, it's looking like a really great time to get on board with the network, and the company looks to be taking advantage of that. Well, that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Peace.